Yeah. Mic plugged in.
It's the same shot as I got here.
That is good. It doesn't seem to want to go down because when I tighten it, it goes right back up.
That comes through right there.
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that.
Is there another one on the side?
So I loosen it, I try to go down, and then when I tighten it, it comes right back up. All right, try that. That's too low.
Gets too low. Bring it up.
I did a little bit.
No,
Too low?
It's only looking at home plate.
See, and then when you do that, when you go this height,
Yeah.
it snaps it right back to the top, very top.
Well, here, I'll just try this.
Here, that's got it. That's not bad.
I know, but it's the same shot as I got on the other.
Oh, okay. So what do you want to do?
I want to point it towards the outfield.
So you want to point it up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Better?
Yeah.
You want to widen out a little bit?
Yeah, widen it out.
How do I do that?
Well,
is there a way to hold the camera?
get out of the way. Get out of the way.
Well, I need to call the game. So.
Turn your volume up again.
Am I 1 or 2? Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Griswold High School. This morning, the Wolverines host Killingly in a rematch from about 3 weeks ago. Here's the first pitch, and it's a curveball, fouled out of play, off to the right side. That'll be 0-1 here on Ben Jacks, who's standing in and leading off for Killingly. On the mound for Griswold is Mitchell. Second pitch. Ball. Mitchell winds and delivers on the 1-1. It's high. Ball 2. Jack has the count his way. 2 balls, 1 strike. Beautiful day here for baseball, everyone. Welcome to SNSN. I'm Kevin Thompson. Mike Benarski's fiddling with our camera, but he'll be on air at the moment once we get that all set up. 2 balls, 2 strikes here on Jacks. Breaking pitch is down and in for ball 3. That'll make the count full. Griswold comes in today 8-8 on the season. With those 8 wins, they have qualified for the state tournament. They're 2-3 in the ACC Division III. Been averaging about 6 runs a game, and that'll be ball 4 to Jackson. He takes the free pass. And there's Mike.
Hey.
Mike on the mic.
How you doing, bro?
I'm doing well. Good day for baseball. I bring the good weather, Mike.
I think you do. It's about time. Because we had like a stretch of like 2 weeks where it was awful. Absolutely awful weather.
All right, standing in here for Killingly's Brady Zadora. He'll be catching today for Killingly. Throw over Mitchell to keep Jacks honest over there. Jacks, all-state wide receiver for Killingly High. It's a good lead. Harden fakes the throw down to first on ball 1. To Zadora.
That's okay. You're good. How are you? Good.
Mitchell's second pitch is a fly ball to right field. That's fading to the line and caught out there nicely by Hopkins. So that'll be 1 out here in the top of the first for Killingly High. So if you're just joining us, welcome to Griswold High School this morning. Good day to play baseball. Killingly visits. They actually had a game about 3 weeks ago on a Friday night at Owen Bell, where Griswold walked away with a 9-1 win on that one. Jax dives in safely on Mitchell's check-in with him.
Yeah, Killingly hasn't seen Mitchell yet. They faced Sean Garvin last game, and Sean pitched a heck of a game. There goes Jax. Look at him.
Jax flies down to second base, and he's safe on the head-first dive.
So a little interesting point here by Ben Jax is that he was just awarded the Southeastern Connecticut College Hall of Fame Student Scholar Athlete Award. which was at Lake of Isles restaurant. That was a couple weeks ago.
Swinging a miss on the pitch, and that'll be no balls and 2 strikes here on Goodwin, starting at third base today for Killingly.
And not just him, but of course, Danny Sims from Griswold, and that received that same award.
They'll reach out, little flare out to second base, and that'll be handled nicely and easily out there at second base by Cade Rubino. So that's 2 outs here in the top of the first for Killingly. That'll bring up Lopez, who's playing left field today for Killingly, batting fourth. Lefty batter. Runner on second base, 2 down here in the top of the first. Mitchell delivers. Ground ball up the middle is going to get through. They're going to send Jacks. And here comes the throw. And it's cut off at the Pacers mound by Mitchell. So that'll score a run for Killingly. So they're on the board in the first. Mike, I don't think they scored a run until the 6th.
6th inning last time.
The last game that they played each other.
So they draw first blood today. It was a pretty good strong throw by Corey Smith, but you just weren't going to get Jacks.
We got Lopez at first here. 2 down, a ground ball to third base. Oh, it's bobbled and a high throw, but nicely handled over there at first base. So we get him third to first. So way to stick with it there by Duthry, and a good play over at first base by Gilgenbach. And that'll end the top of the first, I should say. And Killingly scores 1 run, so they got 1 run, 1 left. And that'll bring us to the bottom of the first with Killingly up 1-0. And you listen to high school baseball on SNSN.
You buy better. Better with Burns. Much better. So much better with Burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better with Burns. You buy better at Burns. You buy better.
Let's face it, most of our expenses are on the rise, but your insurance doesn't have to be one of them. The Burns Agency can quote your home, auto, business insurance with any of our 30-plus top-rated insurance companies. Let's be sure you're getting the best available pricing with quality service from experienced staff. Call, email, or visit us online to see what the Burns Agency can do for you. The Burns Agency, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
So in the last game, this kid hit three batters in the first inning, and then he walked 3 as well. So that's when I think you guys put a 5 or 6 spot on him in the first inning. It's got a little bit of more of a sidearm delivery. All right, there we have it. Throw down to second base, and we're ready to get the Wolverines up to the plate here. Their lineup today, Rubino's going to lead off, playing second base. Duthry playing third base. Smith in center field. Hardin in center. Garvin at short. Mitchell pitching. Hopkins in right. Gilgenbach at first. And Odo in left. So Rubino stands in to lead him off. And on the mound today for Killingly is Monzi. Monzi actually had a rough outing the last time these two played. He hit 3 batters and walked 3 batters in the first inning. Only lasted 2/3 of an inning. First pitch is a ball outside. And Griswold was able to put up a 6 spot on him in that first inning. And they never looked back. Another ball outside. Even farther outside. There's a line drive to left field. That'll get down for a hit. Left fielder plays it into second base. Rubino leads him off with a line drive single to left. And here's number 5. Duthry standing in, playing third base today. Probably going to wait to do the walk-up songs, and then I'll talk, because competing with that is going to be a little bit difficult. That's a ball outside on the first pitch to Duthry. There's a fly ball to left field, right at the left fielder. Almost in his stance, makes the catch, so that'll be out number 1 in the bottom of the first here for Griswold. You're just joining us. Great day for some morning baseball. Killingly got a run in the top of the first. Ben Jacks walked, stole second, and scored on a single by Lopez. So that's the score we have right now. 1-0, bottom of the first, 1 out. Runner on first is Cade Rubino. Okay, I don't know if he was on the rubber there, but you can't bluff the first. That's a balk. Slide step. And Rubino is down safely at second base. So that's a stolen base for Cade Rubino. So similar fashion to the top of the first. Kinley got the first batter on. Stole second. Same thing here in the bottom of the first. Monzi's pitch is a strike. First pitch was a ball, so that made the count 1-1 here on Smith. Smith playing center field today for the Wolverines. Pick off at second base. Unsuccessful. Rarely are they successful. Monty sets and delivers inside. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike on Smith. Monty sets. And here's a 2-1 delivery. Strike on the inside corner, so that'll even the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pickoff try, attempt again. Second base. Rubino back in safely. Monty sets. Here's the 2-2 delivery. Rubino's going to third. It's a fly ball to right center field. Shallow. Right fielder coming on, and he has it. Rubino gets back to second base. Now to bring up the cleanup hitter. Harden playing catcher today. Mitchell sets and delivers. Curveball in the inside corner for strike 1. Rubino at second base. He singled, stole second. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. 1-0 Killingly. Oh, and the pickoff attempt is almost successful there. Rubino definitely was faked out by that pickoff attempt. He was leaning toward third, but he got back safely.
So it took me so long I wouldn't get a coffee and said, take a break, you know.
It's all right. I talk enough for both of us.
You know, that's one of the reasons why I love calling games with you, because I don't have to call anything.
Mitchell sets and delivers way outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike here on Harden.
You pretty much call the game. I just kind of hang, which is okay.
Think about baseball when you're calling it. Unlike a lot of other sports, you got to kind of let it breathe, too. It's like you don't need to talk as much.
Yeah.
Monty steps off.
Corey Smith's dancing out there a little bit. Got him, definitely getting him a little rattled. Got his attention a little bit.
Monty sets. Delivers. Oh, hits him. He got hit in the last game too, Harden did. At least once, maybe twice.
He gets hit a lot. He gets hit a lot. And I could tell that stung him a little bit. And I think he wasn't upset at the pitcher. He was upset that he didn't get a good pitch to hit.
So that puts runners on first and second with 2 down here in the bottom of the first. Killenly up 1-0. And that'll bring up Garvin, the shortstop for the Wolverines.
Who in previous years, had focused on his pitching. But this year, he's focused on playing shortstop.
And he pitched a gem in the first game against Killenly, getting the win in that one. Monzi delivers. Swing and a miss. An inside fastball. That'll be strike 1. Second pitch, breaking pitch over the inside corner for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes here on Garvin. Runners on first and second. 2 down here, bottom of the first. Rubino's going, and they let him go. That's a little DI, defensive indifference there. Doesn't count as a stolen base. Monzi steps off as Harden is jogging down to first base. That was
risky.
Well, it's one of those plays you put on at the lower levels of baseball. You don't see it very much in college or pros, but you get your guy on first when you have a guy on third start to go to see what the defense will do.
Yeah.
And if you can get in a rundown and allow the guy on third to score, that's the goal.
Rubino's one of the fastest guys on the team. Him, Corey Smith.
All right, counts all even now, 2-2 to Garvin. That's ball 3 on the outside.
Now, base hit is going to score 2 because Harden is way down the line. He's way down. He's almost like 3/4 of the way to third base.
Ground ball to third base. Hop, nice hop right into the breadbasket and across the diamond for the out.
And they get out of it.
So they get out of it. And that'll be no runs here on the board for Griswold in the bottom of the first. And we head to the top of the second, 1-0 Killenly. And you're listening to High School Baseball on SNSN.
At last, a checking account that's worth the switch. While some banks offer checking account rewards and some banks rebate ATM withdrawal fees, at Eastern, we say, why choose? Why settle for a boring checking account when you can Kasasa? Check out our Kasasa checking accounts and find out how easy it is to get both. For more information, visit bankeasternct.com or stop by any of our branch locations today. Eastern Connecticut Savings Bank, member FDIC. Do you Kasasa?
I don't know if you know this, but this system right here, when you automatically play a spot, it mutes your microphone.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's why I just leave these up like this. How's the headphone level?
Good.
Too loud?
Good for me.
Good.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Mitchell getting his warm-up pitches here. So we head to the top of the second. Killenly's up 1-0 here. Ben Jacks walked, stole second, scored on a single by Lopez in the top of the first for them. Leading off the top of the second for them will be Hopkins. 7-8-9 here for Killenly. Oh, my bad. I had flipped the, that's Hopkins' Griswold. My bad. So Fabiano, the first baseman, will be leading off the top of the second for Killenly. Harden throws it down. And we're about ready to get the top of the second underway. All right. Fabiano stands in. Mitchell's ready. And he delivers. Ball high. Second pitch is high as well. Ball two. 2 balls, no strikes.
It's a little bit different this game, huh? Killingly scores first. They didn't score until the 6th in the first game.
Mitchell's 2-0 is a strike on the outside corner. And strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Fabiano. Ground ball to second base. Rubino picks it up off the hop. Flips it over to Gilgenbach for the first out. So out number 1 here in the top of the second for Killingly is Rubino to Gilgenbach. And standing in is Mason Frazier. He plays second base today for Killingly. It's a breaking pitch outside off the plate. So it'll be ball 1 to Frazier. And then strike 1. Evens count 1 ball and 1 strike. There's ball 2. Frazier up in the count, 2 balls and a strike. Mitchell delivers. Breaking pitch on the outside corner. That'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that's a swing and a miss, and Frazier will go down on strikes. We're out number 2 here in the top of the second. High fastball. Might have been a ball, a little bit high, but too close. So Frazier was trying to put the ball in play. At the ball outside. First pitch here to Hayden Laro. He's the DH for Monzi. Monzi's not hitting for himself today as the pitcher. There's a strike on the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike here on Laro. Oh, that looked like a pretty good pitch. Not called.
And if it's going to be a strike, we're going to know about it. That umpire's got a pretty predominant, pronounced strike call.
There's ball 3, so 3-1.
And that time he just grunted.
Which helps us, obviously.
It does. Nice
Breaking pitch for strike 2. Brings it to a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes here on Laro. That's a ball. Laro will earn the free pass, which is how the scoring started for Killingly in the top of the first. Jax walked, stole second, and scored on a single by Lopez. Strike 1 here to Kubera, the shortstop for Killingly.
Can you hand me that? Sorry, Joey.
It's strike 2, breaking pitch on the outside corner. So no balls and 2 strikes here on Kubera. Laro on first, 2 down here in the top of the first. Top of the second. That's a ball, high and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Kubera. Mitchell sets and delivers. Strike three, swinging. Another high fastball blown by Kubera. So that'll do it for Killingly here in the top of the second. They leave a runner on, but don't get any runs. So as we head into the bottom of the second, still 1-0 here, Killingly. And you're listening to High School Baseball on SNSN.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
Life is full of choices. At Jewett City Savings Bank, we can make one choice easy, finding the right checking account. We offer a range of affordable accounts to fit your budget and needs, and each gives you the freedom to access your money the way you want, online, through our mobile app, or with your debit card. It's your money and your choice. To learn more about the account that's right for you, stop by one of our offices or visit us at jcsbank.com. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Didn't have any hits in that inning. There was an error. Are we back?
I think so.
We're back. For real. Looks like we dropped off for some reason. As Mike said, there's always the risk of technical gremlins when you do this stuff. As Mike said, there's always the risk of technical gremlins when you do this stuff. As Mike said, there's always the risk of technical gremlins. Now we're getting an echo, hearing myself multiple times. All right, here we go. Heading to the bottom of the third. Griswold 5, Killingly 1. Monzi struggled in that last inning for Killingly.
I didn't do anything.
Hit 3 batters, walked 1, gave up 2 hits. That's how Griswold scored their 5 runs, and also 2 errors in the field for Killingly, 1 by the shortstop and 1 by the first baseman, Fabiano, who was at first at that time, but now he's on the mound, and he placed Monzi with 1 out, I should say, in the second inning. But this will bring up Hopkins to lead off the bottom of the third. Hopkins singled and scored in the bottom of the second. First pitch is low and outside for ball 1. There's strike 1 on Hopkins. It's a ball outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Fabiano winds and delivers. There's a line drive foul down left field line. That may have had the distance that it stayed straight.
Yeah, it landed in Lisbon.
Lisbon Landing?
I think so. You know what? That is that way.
Ball outside. So it'll make it 3 balls, 2 strikes here. Full count on Hopkins.
Well, I don't know what happened. It just ripped again.
Line drive down in the left field line again.
I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, it randomly stopped. Audio. Don't get it.
Ball inside and low. They'll take the free pass. Hopkins on for the second time today. Now to bring up Gilgenbach. Gilgenbach walked and scored in the bottom of the second. Squares the bunt, bunts it out in front of the plate. Pitcher handles it, throws it to first, and he'll be out there. Oh, he went too far around second base, and now they've got Hopkins in a rundown between second and third. The shortstop's running him back to second base, and he tags him out. So heads-up play there by the first baseman for Killingly, Lincoln Waterman. He saw that Hopkins had rounded second too far, and he got him in a rundown. So that's 2 outs here for Griswold here now in the bottom of the third. First pitch here to Odo. His second at bat of the day is a ball. He was hit by a pitch in the bottom of the second and scored. Swing and a miss.
Hard to stay off that high heat.
Throw him the heater, Ricky. All right, Fabiano delivers strike 2.
I'm glad
the outside corner.
We're sitting in the front row.
Breaking pitch in the dirt outside. That'll be ball 2. Evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Griswold with a 5-1 lead over Killingley. Foul ball out of play. Oh, almost back to us, Mike. Just missed going over the backstop.
That's what you call a ricochet biscuit.
Bing, bing, bing.
Yep. Bow, wow, wow.
Ricochet rabbit.
I forgot about ricochet rabbit.
Fabiano's pitch. Strike 3 on the outside
Frozen.
corner. Odo goes down looking, and that'll do it for the Wolverines here in the bottom of the third. No runs, no hits. They don't leave a man. And we'll head to the top of the fourth. 5-1, Griswold with a 4-run lead.
Go-to barbershop in Jewett City is Sharp Image on Main Street, located in the same location as the iconic Aramoni's Bakery.
It's not a bakery anymore.
Ruben and his staff will style you to perfection every time. Sharp Image is always running specials, plus some exclusive deals with some of the future barbers that Ruben is training today. Yeah, he trains them. Find Sharp Image on Facebook or call 860-591-1177. Sharp Image Barbershop in the former Aramoni's Bakery.
It's not a bakery anymore.
A proud sponsor of Griswold High School Sports.
All right, we are back, and we are going into the top of the fourth inning here at Griswold High School. I want to thank some of our sponsors that make it possible for us to be here at Griswold High School or around about wherever we may happen to be to cover these fine athletic sports here in the ECC. Connecticut Barbell. We want to go ahead and lift it a little bit. You want to go?
I lift things up and put them down.
Yes, I'm a expert. Anyway, thank you to Connecticut Barbell and the Jewett City Slater Mill Mall for sponsoring and supporting Griswold High School sports right here on SNSN.
All right.
It's not just barbells, man. They got cardio. They got a whole bunch of stuff there.
Fabiano will stand in here in the top of the fourth for Killingley.
And you know what the best thing about it?
What is that, Mike?
They're local.
There you go. Fabiano takes ball 1 and now ball 2 high. Mitchell high on both deliveries so far for Fabiano, who grounded out to second base in his first at bat. So he's 0 for 1. Foul back off to the right side.
Tuesday, we're gonna stream a girls lacrosse game.
Nice. Mitchell with a breaking pitch. Oh, a soft roller down first baseline. Gilgenbach picks it up, touches first, and that'll be out number 1 here.
That was nothing but an oops-a-goofed.
Sometimes the oops-a-goofs get you on base.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, we're gonna stream we're not gonna have any commentators that I know of as of right now because honestly, I don't know the game. I don't know the game well enough, and not even to fake it.
Oh, line drive on the first baseline by Frazier, who almost hits his first base coach.
Yeah, that's what happens when you make them run suicides, coach. That's what happens.
Second pitch is a strike on the outside corner, fastball.
So, Steve, I can't get out of it. I just announced that we're streaming girls lacrosse Tuesday. So there you go. All for you, Steve.
Ball down.
We appreciate it.
Breaking pitch, bounced away. 1 ball, 2 strikes here.
Maybe Jeff and Joe can hook us up. And you guys want to call lacrosse? Come on. Throw a headset on you.
It's easy. Just call what you see.
You know anybody that knows the game? I mean, asked you people, but they're unavailable.
Frazier calls timeout.
Happen to know anybody.
I know they blow the whistle a lot.
Yeah.
Step back in. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch. It's down in the dirt. Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I've tried. I've tried to.
Just call what you see.
Yeah.
There's a pass to whoever, and they shoot, and they it's a save.
Well, then why don't you show up on Tuesday then?
Oh, that looked like a nice breaking pitch on the outside corner, but it missed.
Game's at 4:00, right? Yeah.
No can do.
Yeah. See, there we go. That's what I've heard from a few.
If it were later, maybe.
There's a terrible flood.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Frazier goes down for the second time swinging.
There's an earthquake. Huh? 5-1. Cinco Iona. So, yeah. So, anyway, we're going to do it.
In case you're wondering who Mike's talking to, it's Steve Rubino.
Steve Gravino. How you been? How's your finger? How's your finger? It's good.
Mitchell's first pitch. Solero is a strike.
Oh, yeah. But you know what? Doesn't look bad. How does it feel? Oh, geez.
Second pitch down in the dirt for ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike.
Between your finger and my foot, I can't feel nothing. Too many little Debbie cakes in my life, I think.
Mitchell winds and delivers for ball outside. So 2 balls, 1 strike here.
Tasty cakes
Solero.
are good, yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Those are delicious. Stop it.
Mitchell's 2-1 is strike 2, so that evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Kevin's trying to call the game, and I'm over here. We're talking snack cakes.
You're doing it perfectly because it's in between pitches, so that works.
Do you know who they're playing on Tuesday?
Whoa! Line back up the middle. Mitchell had a chance, but he couldn't glove it. So that'll be a hit for Laro.
So, yeah, if anybody knows the game of lacrosse, that would be awesome. We'll I'm going to, you know what?
It's supposed to be 79 and partly cloudy on Tuesday, too. So why not come out, enjoy some fresh air, and call a lacrosse game?
Yeah. Or even just come and watch it.
There's strike 1 to Kubera, who struck out his first time up. Mitchell sets and delivers. Ground ball to shortstop. Grass cutter. Flip to Rubino for the last out of the inning. And that'll do it for Killingly. They leave 1. Get a hit, but score none. So it's still 5-1 as we head to the bottom of the 4th. And you're listening to High School Baseball on SNSN.
Cranky's restaurant is under new ownership, but the establishment is in very good hands with its new owners, longtime employees Killian and Morgan. Uncle Cranky's still has delicious daily specials, as well as those incredible hand-cut fries that you've always loved. Uncle Cranky's is still on Main Street, Jewett City, and the staff is always friendly, and they aren't really cranky, well, not anymore. Uncle Cranky's restaurant, Main Street, Jewett City. Find them on Facebook, a proud supporter of Griswold High School Athletics.
And we're back here at Griswold High School. 5-1 as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Griswold with a 4-run lead over Killingly. We'll bring the top of the order here for the Wolverines with Cade Rubino, who has been on twice today with a single and a walk. He's had an RBI and scored a run. So as Mike was saying in that last half inning, SNSN is going to be streaming our first lacrosse game on Tuesday. So if you like the game, come out and watch. If you really like the game, help Mike out and broadcast it. All right, Rubino with his walk-up music. His 3rd time up in 4 innings. Rubino waiting to step in. The umpire is ready. Looks like we're good to go here. Fabiano with his delivery is low for ball 1. Fabiano's 1-0 delivery is ball 2. So Rubino has the count his way. Hitters count here 2-0. Fabiano delivers, and it's a strike on the inside corner. Makes the count 2 balls and 1 strike here. Bottom of the 4th inning, Griswold with a 4-run, 5-1 lead over Killingly. That's ball 3 outside. Get another hitter's count here. look for a pitch you can zone up. If it's not there, you let it go and take the free pass. He pops it up here, back to the screen. Zadora heading back, and he's got it for out number one here in the bottom of the fourth. All right, here we have Duthry. Duthry reached on a walk his last time up and scored on an error by the shortstop. His first pitch is, Fabiano's first pitch is a ball to Duthry. 1-0 delivery fouled back off to our right. So that'll make it 1 ball, 1 strike. Duthry stands back in. Fabiano winds and delivers. Strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Curveball fouled off to save his bacon. He's fooled on that pitch, but he got enough of it to foul it away. So count stays 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's a line drive to center field. That's going to be caught out there for out number 2. Corey Smith coming up to Louis Armstrong's head song. What a wonderful world. Smith standing in, and he's 1 for 2 on the day. Flew out to right and then singled in his last at bat. Swing and a miss by Smith. Fabiano's delivery, breaking pitch off the plate, so that'll be ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, there was timeout there, so I don't think that counted. We're going to find out here. Breaking pitch down and low. I think it's ball 1. I don't think the ump let that pitch go last time, Joe. There's a line drive down the right field line, foul. Yeah, 1 ball, 2 strikes is what he's calling. Breaking pitch, grounded to second base. Picked up there by Frazier. Frazier to first. Oh, draws him off the bag. So that'll be an error on Frazier on the throw. And Smith reaches on an error by the second baseman. Harden will step in. Harden was hit by a pitch and grounded to third. So he's 0 for 1 on the day. Smith goes immediately. Zadora bobbles the ball out of his glove, so Smith's going to be safe in easily. Stolen base for Corey Smith. That's a ball down and low. First pitch to Harden was a strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike here on Harden. Ball high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bottom of the fourth. Griswold with a 4-run, 5-1 lead. Got a runner on second and 2 out. Fabiano delivers, and that's a line drive down the left field line. Fair. And Smith will score easily. Harden into second base on a ground rule double and went out of play. So that'll be an RBI double for Harden. And it makes it 6-1 here. Griswold in the bottom of the fourth. Still 2 down. Harden replaces Smith at second base, and that brings up Garvin. Garvin is 0 for 2 on the day. 0 for 1 on the day. He was hit by a pitch the last time up. And Fabiano's first pitch to him is a strike. Fabiano sets and delivers. Breaking pitch popped up to the right side of the infield. Waterman fading into foul territory has it, and that'll be the third out. So Garvin pops out to the first baseman, and that'll do it here. In the bottom of the fourth, Griswold does get one more run to go up 6-1 here as we head into the top of the fifth. And you're listening to High School Baseball on SNSN.
Aliens stuff in it, but like, so they experimented on like a bunch of people, and like most of them died and stuff, and then only like 3 of them lived.
All right, we go to the top of the fifth here. 6-1 Griswold, and Ben Jacks lines one over the shortstop's head for another single. He's been on 3 times today. He walked, singled, and singled, scored their only run in the first. When he walked, stole second base, and then Lopez drove him in. All right, Jacks leads them off the inning here. No outs. Zadora will stand in. Top of the fifth, 6-1 Griswold. All right, we get a 1-ball, no strike count here on Zadora. Zadora pops it out of play to the right side. And that'll make the count 1 ball, 1 strike here on Zadora. Mitchell sets and delivers. Breaking pitch on the outside corner for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner on first, no outs here in the top of the fifth. 6-1, Griswold leads. That's a ball outside.
See this right here?
I just went to try to do that, Mike, and that's exactly what I did.
And you click the pencil.
The edit. I didn't see that. I was trying to, multitask, and it didn't work.
Top 5?
Top 5, 6-1. Mitchell sets, checks the runner, delivers, ball outside, gets by Harden. Jax will take second. Rounds, he's going to go for third, and here he goes, and he's safe. So he steals 2 bases on a pass ball, or a wild pitch, I should say.
See, and when you do it, you hover over it. See the eyeball there?
Yep. And then show high. Yeah, that I got. I just couldn't figure out how to edit it.
Yeah.
All righty. So Goodwin, I should say Zadora, that was a ball, so that brings it to 3-2 on Brady Zadora.
I don't know if they're. I think coach is just going out there to kind of talk to Colin Mitchell a little bit. I don't think Sean Garvin's available today. He pitched a complete game against Wyndham.
Yeah, and Mitchell hasn't thrown that many pitches, so just one of those times where the coach just wants to go out there and settle them down a little bit, maybe.
Joey, what was the score against Wyndham? 4-1? Yeah. So Griswold has given up 2 runs in the last 11-plus innings.
That was a strike, and they had to throw it down because the ball went into the dirt. Harden makes the transaction with the first baseman, and Zadora is out.
So with the ECC tournament coming up, it certainly seems like their pitching is starting to ramp up even more. And I mean, you got the 1-2 of Mitchell and Garvin, who's really come on strong. He's a little rough at the beginning of the year, but he's really come on great. I mean, he's had 2 great pitching performances, against Killingly last time and Wyndham just the other night.
So that pitch by Mitchell was a ball to Goodwin. It's a strike.
And then you still have people like Corey Smith who can throw the ball. Calvin Odo in a pinch. Jake Duthry.
Goodwin's 0 for 2 on a day. Pop to second and then reads on an error by the second baseman. That's a pop up right in the middle of the diamond. Oh, and the pitcher has it. The shortstop, Garvin, was running in trying to call it, but the pitcher was right there. Now, in the major leagues, the pitcher would have run away.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Which makes no sense because generally the pitchers were, like in high school and college, were also like the shortstop or the center fielder
Exactly,
or a good athlete.
But in the majors, they're just pitchers. Unless you're Ohtani.
Yeah. Which, maybe that'll start changing some things. Oh, that got Harden in a bad spot.
And he's smirking.
And he's walking it off. The cup seemed to work. That's a ball as Lopez stands in.
He's got a little stomach cramp all of a sudden.
Lopez 1 for 1 on the day. He singled in the first, walked in the third. He has the lone run batted in for Killingly. He drove in Jax in the first inning. It's a ball low. 2 balls and no strikes. There's a line drive to right field. That's going to drop, and that'll score Jax. So Lopez 2 for 2 on the day with both RBI here for Killingly. And that'll make it 6-2 here in the top of the 5th.
2 down. So you can still get out of it without any further damage. Still pitching a fine ball game.
Mitchell sets, checks the runner, delivers. Breaking pitch on the outside corner for strike 1 to Waterman.
That umpire's got some lungs.
Waterman moved from right field to first base in the second inning when Monzi was taken out and Fabiano went into the hill. As a take it by yourself, Garvin tag second base for the fielder's choice, and that'll do it for Killingly in the top of the 5th. They score a run, leave a runner, and it's 6-2 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. You listen to High School Baseball on SNSN.
Hi, it's Tori DeVito. In every family, small conversations can make a big impact. Like when my dad shared his experiences as an alcoholic. Your honesty about that part of your life gave me a sense of integrity that I wanted to uphold in my own life.
I wanted you to know from someone who's been in recovery more than 30 years now that hard work is what creates success, not alcohol or other drugs. I said it a lot, and I'm glad you took it to heart.
Talk, they hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
This message has been brought to you by Griswold Pride. Follow them on the web at griswoldpride.org. So, Kevin, there's, I think today we go to a place. How do you feel about like protein drinks and stuff like that?
Never really did them, to be honest. I mean, for briefly in my life, I did them, but I found that they were actually damaging my digestive system.
Really?
I stopped.
See, now I gotta be honest. I started going down to the Slater Mill, and there's a place down there called Griswold Nutrition. And they have these shakes, and they're protein shakes, but they're water-based, water and ice and everything. So there's not a lot of calories on them. I will go down there and have a shake. It completely holds me over. That's how he described it to me too. He said to me, he goes, "You have lunch yet?" And I said, "No." He goes, "All right, let's get you a shake." And I'm like, "Really?" I said, "That's not going to hold me over." I said, "Look at me." I said, "That's not going to hold me." I'm not kidding you. It held me.
Yeah, well, that's the thing people underestimate about good solid protein is it does fill you.
Yeah. So I mean, that's Griswold, and yeah, I mean, we're talking about him, Griswold Nutrition at the Slater Mill. Cameron, the dude in there, really nice guy. Knows his stuff, and I'll be honest, he's very, very friendly, and it's good. They have so many different flavors. They have tea. But I would check out Griswold Nutrition. I like it a lot myself personally.
And Mitchell stands in and lines it to left field, and that'll be caught out there for out number 1.
So it looks like Corey Smith is warming up in the bullpen. He's playing catch down there with Lucas Strain. So he might be coming in the 6th. Who knows? Mitchell may be done after 5.
All right. Hopkins stands in, and he'll pop it up short center field for out number 2. 2 pitches, 2 outs for Fabiano.
So you're talking about earlier, some of the influx of kids that are coming up into the system into Griswold High School. There's been a really good feeder system that's kind of like been rejuvenated once again in town. All the kids, there's not one kid so far that I have heard from Griswold or that would come to Griswold that is going anywhere else but a tech school. So there haven't been any enrollments into the VOAG program. So the kids are staying here. And I think they're excited about the multipurpose field. That's one of it. But there's also these kids that are coming up from 8th grade. They've all played together for a very long time, and they want to stay together.
2 balls, 1 strike here. Pop up to the left side of the field. Shortstop coming over, shielding his eyes, and he caught it. Ooh, but he didn't see that. Round number 3. And that'll do it for Griswold here in the bottom of the 5th. We head to the top of the 6th, 6-2, Griswold with a 4-run lead. You're listening to High School Baseball on SNSN.
You buy better. Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
Let's Let's face it, most of our expenses are on the rise, but your insurance doesn't have to be one of them. The Burns Agency can quote your home, auto, business insurance with any of our 30-plus top-rated insurance companies. Let's be sure you're getting the best available pricing with quality service from experienced staff. Call, email, or visit us online to see what the Burns Agency can do for you. The Burns Agency, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
All right, we're back here at Griswold High School. Going to go to the top of the 6th. Colin Mitchell still on the hill, giving up 2 runs and through 5. And I was mentioning about the pitching, Kevin. Really, just in the last 2 games, 3 runs they've given up in the last 12 innings played. So their pitching is really starting to come together just before the ECC tournament, which is good news.
Sort of like defense in football or basketball. When your defense starts to play well, especially as you're heading toward the playoffs, that's what you want to see.
Yep.
Because pitching is defense in baseball. It's a strike on the outside corner, a breaking pitch. Starting off Fabiano, who had a 1-2-3 inning, last inning as a pitcher for Killingly.
Who's come in and pretty much shut things down. He's only given up a run.
He has. Mitchell with a ball on that delivery. 1 ball, 1 strike. He winds and delivers. Line drive right back at him off his glove. He'll pick it up, flip it to first for the out.
So let me ask you a question. What do you think has been a greater rivalry in the last 5 years? Griswold Plainfield or Griswold Killingly?
What sport?
Any sport, just in general. Overall.
I think you just got that traditional rivalry between Plainfield and Griswold's.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it does depend on the sport. Like for football, they don't play each other anymore.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Well, I mean, they do, but I'm talking about Plainfield too. So
yeah, they played Plainfield last year.
So it's one of those things where Killingly's been pretty dominant, but then you go basketball, and Griswold's had a better team lately.
Yeah. Well, this past year, I mean, they had the 7 seniors again, these are talk about the feeder system, up through grammar school, elementary school, middle school, and right through high school together.
2 balls, 1 strike here on Mason Frazier, who struck out swinging both times at bat. There's a line drive to right field. The right fielder's going back and missed off his glove. Frazier around first, going into second. He'll stand up with a double. All right, official scorer.
I think he lost it in the sun.
Okay. I'm going to give him a double.
I'd give him a double on that.
I'm going to give him a double. All right, so Killingly
I can't even see who's out there right now.
A runner on scoring position.
Who's out in right now? Brendan Hopkins?
Yeah, it's Hopkins.
Yeah, it sure looked like he was fighting the sun. What do you think?
Well, the shortstop certainly was on that last pop fly. Yeah. So I don't doubt the sun is becoming an issue.
Well, we're just past high noon as well. So
slow roller to third, picked up across the diamond, a nice play. And we're trying to go over to third is Frazier, and he's safe there. So they get the runner at first.
Nice cover there by Sean Garvin and nice backup by Colin Mitchell. So
get the runner at first for the second out of the inning, and Frazier goes to third on that.
Good teamwork there.
That'll bring up Kubera. Kubera is struck out and grounded to short on a fielder's choice to end the third inning. Mitchell's first pitch, the strike. And that's what he's been doing all day, Mike. He's been pounding the strike zone. The most important pitch in baseball is strike 1. That's a ball high. Because no matter what the count is, as soon as you throw a strike, the hitter's mentality changes. There's a swing and a miss for strike 2. One ball, 2 strike delivery, fouled off to the right side.
Yeah.
We got a runner on third. 2 down, top of the 6th. Griswold leads 6-2 over Killingly. That's a ball down and in. Scoots by Hardin, but not far enough.
No advance.
So Frazier will hold at third. Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Got to hold that run deer at third base. Down 4 runs.
He's a running deer?
He's a running deer. I have no idea.
Said like a true Northern New Englander.
Hey.
That's a ball high, so that'll make the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
I think Colin's starting to wear just a little bit. Getting the ball up in the strike zone.
That's a ball 4. Frazier's going to try to score.
This is interesting.
And he will. So that'll make it 6-3. Killingly puts another one on the board here.
And that's going to make a coach go nuts because that was out number 3. Instead, Killingly scores run number 3.
All right, he's leaving him out there, Mike. Umpire cleaning off home plate. This is when Frazier slid in. He spread some dirt across that pentagonal shape.
Yeah. Did you say pentagonal?
Yes.
Wow. This 25-cent word brought to you by Kevin Thompson. Thanks, KT.
Mitchell sets and delivers. Ball outside. This is Ben Jax. Jax has been on all 3 times today. He
Kevin's
walked,
just
singled, and singled.
He's just getting like real technical now. Pentagonal.
That's
nice.
a strike on
That
the
was
outside
a
corner.
Nice pitch.
So we got a runner on first, 2 down here in the top of the 6th, 6-3 now. Griswold with a 3-run lead over Killingly. Mitchell delivers.
Cute.
Breaking pitch cued off the end of the bat, as Mike just said, to the right side. But it's strike 2.
Was close to the pentagonal.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Breaking pitch high and outside. Ooh, no one was covering second. Ball bounces off the leg of Rubino, and that's going to Kubera is going to go into third safely. It was almost like they were surprised the runner was going, Mike.
Yep.
There's nobody covered. And that is not an error on Hardin. That is definitely an error on Rubino. Somebody should have been over there to cover. Kubera is at third now. Base knock will drive him in.
Here comes Killingly.
There's a fly ball to center field.
Corey's under it.
Smith has it, and that'll do it. For the top of the 6th, Killingly does put another one on the board to make it a 3-run game. 6-3, Griswold ahead as we head into the bottom of the 6th. Nielsen High School Baseball on SN.
At last, a checking account that's worth the switch. While some banks offer checking account rewards and some banks rebate ATM withdrawal fees, at Eastern, we say, why choose? Why settle for a boring checking account when you can Kasasa? Check out our Kasasa checking accounts and find out how easy it is to get both. For more information, visit BankEasternCT.com or stop by any of our branch locations today. Eastern Connecticut Savings Bank, member FDIC. Do you Kasasa?
Welcome back to Griswold High School, everybody. We're going to go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Killingly picked up another run there. It is now 6-3. They are inching back up into the ball game. KT.
All right. It's making it interesting here in the late innings as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Fabiano comes back out on the mound for Killingly. He had a 1-2-3 inning, Mike, in the last inning.
We hit the first 2 on 2 pitches. So our next sports contest broadcast on SNSN is going to be a lacrosse game, a girls' lacrosse game, which will be Tuesday at 4 p.m. It's going to be right here at Griswold, and it's going to be Griswold versus Wheeler.
All right. Bottom of the 6th, and we'll go from the bottom to the top of the lineup here for Griswold. Odo will lead off. He is 0 for 1 on the day. He was hit by a pitch in his first at bat and struck out looking in his last at bat. Like a ball low. Ground ball fouled off to the left. That'll make the count 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a ball low outside. Odo's up in the count, 2 balls and 1 strike. Fabiano winds and delivers. There's a left field fly ball heading toward the line, and the left fielder has it for out number 1.
In fair territory. So Fabiano's done a wonderful job. Kind of what happened in Killingly up at Owen Bell, where the relief pitcher came in and pretty much shut him down. The difference between that game and this game is that Killingly's starting to creep up and trying to catch up little by little here. They only have 1 more shot to go, but they're definitely within striking range.
Fabiano's first pitch here to Rubino is a ball. Rubino is 1 for 2 on the day. Singled, was hit by a pitch, scored a run. Ground ball between short and third will get through, and Rubino is on for the 3rd time today. So he's 2 for 3 on the day. He's on with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th, killing him with a 3-run, 6-3 lead. And standing in is Duthry. Duthry is 0 for 2. He walked and scored in the 2nd. First pitch is ball outside.
A little breeze. It's a really nice day. Let's play 2.
Why not? Thank you, Mr. Cub. There's a ball.
Couldn't get the
throw
ball
down
out
to
of the
second.
net, yeah.
Not in time. Rubino will steal second easily.
Catcher couldn't get the ball out of the mitt.
And that's his 2nd stolen base of the day.
Trying to get another insurance run up on the board.
Fabiano sets and delivers. Ball low outside. Rubino's going. Zadora can't find the ball. And Rubino will go in standing at third base.
That's good heads-up base running by Rubino. He was watching the catcher and found out that he did not know where the ball was. And he saw it scooting away and made it easy for him to take third.
Worst place for the ball to be for a catcher is right underneath you. You can't see it because of the mask.
And the infield comes in.
Rubino was coming. Zadora's running him back, but he's safe at third base. And that was ball 4 on Duthry, so Duthry will take his base. So now you have runners on first and third here in the bottom of the 6th for Griswold, with Corey Smith standing in, and he is 1 for 3 on the day. Flew out to right, singled, and reached on an error in his last at bat. So the umpires are conversing here. Something.
I think they're conversing on that third base throw to see if they actually got Rubino.
He looked safe to me. He looked like he got back pretty easily. There was a question as to whether or not the batter actually committed to the bunt. So they're saying, the umpire's saying he pulled the bat back, and that's why it's ball 4.
Coach DeSaunier didn't like the call. Either way, it stands, and the Wolverines have runners on first and third.
And we're going to get a pinch runner here, Mike.
Logan Smith.
Logan Smith coming in to run.
A little more
aerodynamic
since he's trimmed the beard.
Still got the long hair, though. Corey Smith standing in.
Here he goes.
Ready for the pitch from Fabiano, and he tries to bunt, fouls it off. Tough to bunt breaking pitches, that's for sure. That was a breaking pitch coming right in on his hands.
You ever try to bunt a knuckleball?
I don't think so. I crush knuckleballs. There was one kid all the way through, like, growing up that I played baseball against that threw a knuckleball. There's a bunt right back to the pitcher. The pitcher picks it up, throws to first, and that'll do it. Across the diamond at third base, and they got him at third, it looks like.
Oh, he's safe.
He's safe. Oh, the ball beat him for sure. Waterman, nice throw across the diamond, but that'll score Rubino. And as Mike said, gets him an insurance run. Duthry goes all the way from first to third on the bunt.
Well, that'd be Logan Smith, actually, who came in to
sorry.
run for him. And I was just going to say that makes all the difference right there because Logan Smith is quicker than Duthry. So you probably gained a couple of steps there, and that's now you end up on third. Nice curveball.
Harden it up at the plate. Strike one on the breaking pitch. There are 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Griswold has plated a run to go back up by 4, 7-3. Swing and a miss by Harden there, so that'll be 0-2.
I'll tell you, Billy Kane does have them taking risks on the baselines. They make things happen. A lot of squeezes, a lot of bunts. Small ball.
Swing and a miss on strike 3.
He never even touched him.
I was blocked by the umpire. Mike, you had a better vantage point on that.
Yeah, never touched him.
So they got Smith trying to score on that. Zadora tags him out, so that'll be it.
That was a neighborhood call right there.
So that'll be the 3rd out here for the Wolverines as we head to the top of the 7th. They're up 7-3, and you're listening to High School Baseball on SNSN.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
All right, welcome back to Griswold High School, everybody. Going to the top of the 7th inning. Killingly has one more shot to go ahead and make a game of it. They are down 7-3 to the hometown Wolverines. Killingly got 1 in the 6th, a little quicker, a little closer, but then Griswold got it right back once again. Almost got another one there on that play at home. I'm going to watch the replay on it, but he didn't touch him. I'm telling you right now, he didn't touch him. But sometimes you get the neighborhood call. They do that at second. You with me, Kevin?
I'm with you.
All right.
I didn't have the same angle you did.
Yeah.
I was totally blocked, so I couldn't tell.
So Colin Mitchell
back out
to finish it out.
Trying to get the CG complete game.
That'll be 2. If he happens to do this, that'll be 2 complete games in a row for Wolverine pitching. What do you know about that?
That doesn't happen a lot anymore at any level.
No.
That brings up Zadora to lead off for Killingly. He takes a strike on the first pitch. Zadora is 0 for 3 on the day, struck out twice and flew out to right.
And Colin Mitchell is substantially better than he was last year. A lot better. He was having a hard time finding the plate last year. This year he comes in, he's mowing people down, and he's become a strong number 1 for these Wolverines.
There's a line drive over the shortstop's head. That'll fall for a base hit. Zadora's first hit on the day. It's 5 strikeouts on the day, Mitchell. All right. Well, that gives Killenly some life here in the top of the 7th. They're down by 4, 7-3.
See, that's the thing. Last year, he had a harder time getting the ball over the plate. This year, he's pitching to the batter. He's pitching to contact.
There's a ball high and outside on a breaking pitch.
Corey Smith is ready if they want to make a switch.
Goodwin in for Killenly. Takes strike 1, so 1 ball, 1 strike. He is 0 for 3 on the day. Popped out to second, reached on an error by the second baseman, and then popped out to the pitcher. The ground ball to third. Flipped to second for 1. On to first. He's safe at first. Looked like he beat it.
They almost turned the 5-4-3.
Almost.
What the ump say? He went out.
Time.
Oh.
Is the coach going to take him out?
I don't know because he did call for Lucas Strain to come out of the because he was up here.
All right, so Strain's going to go into the game. It looks like somebody just tossed him a glove.
Okay. What song?
Now they're talking about what walk-up song. It looks like Mitchell's coming out.
Yeah, he doesn't look happy about it either. I wouldn't be.
Yeah, they're giving the ball to Corey Smith.
All right, Smith's going to come in for Mitchell. Mitchell's going to take a seat, and Lucas Strain's going to go to center field.
I think he's going to go to left. I think you're
Left?
Gonna have, yeah.
All right, who are they going to shift then?
Well, let's
To
see.
center. Well, we'll see when
Let's
they
see.
position themselves.
I get a feeling they're going to put Lucas in right. Well, maybe not. Do you agree with this call?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't. You're up by 4. It's not like the tying runs at the plate. That would be different if the tying run was at the plate, maybe.
Yeah.
But you got 1 out, you got 1 on. Let him try to finish it. Unless he's reached the pitch count mark, which that could also be a factor.
Looks like Colin Mitchell's going to go to first. Yeah.
Okay. And is that, Gilgenbach is going to come out?
Sammy's out, yeah.
All right. So Sammy's out. Mitchell goes to.
Looks like Strain's going to be in left. I can't see the number. Odo's in center and Hopkins in right. Yeah, I don't know if I agree with it either. Just because, to your point, it's not like the tying run's coming to the plate. There's already 1 out. Even if you have that, the runner on first, even if he does score, it doesn't really mean a whole lot of anything. I don't know. I say you let the kid finish the game.
Again, unless there's a pitch count issue.
You're right. And you know what? And, those are things we don't know, because we don't keep pitch counts up here. And hopefully we're going to get a chance to talk to Coach Billy Kane after the game and find out the reason why. And this is not taking anything away from Corey Smith. This is the first year that Corey's been on the hill for the Wolverines. He's got 1 spot start so far. Pitched very well, or 2.
So, Mike, I'm looking at the schedule here. It says Montville on Tuesday for Griswold. Is that correct?
That's what it looks like, yeah.
Yeah, and then for Killenly, it's Plainfield on Tuesday. Speaking of Killenly, Plainfield, and Griswold.
Yep. But we're going to cover the lacrosse game. We haven't done the lacrosse game all year.
Well, the team is at Montville.
Yeah. Which is normally a game that we would carry an away game. But the lacrosse team, the girls lacrosse team hasn't had any kind of coverage at all.
So that's ball 1 to Lopez. Lopez is 2 for 2 on the day with a walk. He also has 2 runs batted in. Maybe this is the plan, Mike, to bring Smith in to face the lefty.
Yeah. And then what?
Obviously, you leave him in there. Hopefully, he gets the lefty. You get 2 outs, and somebody's got the third.
Ooh, where'd that miss? That's been low.
Inside, maybe low, a little of both. 2 balls, 1 strike here on Lopez. We are at the top of the 7th, 7-3. Griswold with a 4-run lead over Killingly. Lopez calls time and gets it.
Smith definitely taking his time.
He sets. Checks the runner multiple times and delivers. There's a line drive foul down the right field line.
It was roped.
That was a rocket. But it's just a strike.
Long strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes here on Lopez. Top of the 7th, 1 runner on, 1 out.
He's got a couple of ribbies, does he not?
He does.
Two out of the 3.
There's a fly ball to right field. That's going to fade into foul territory and caught nicely out there by Hopkins. So that'll make the 2nd out here in the top of the 7th for Killingly.
It's Killingly down to their final out. And if they get this out, then the Wolverines will have swept the series with Killingly this year.
And they hadn't beaten them in like 3 years. Throw over to first. Runners back safely.
Don't even worry about the runner at first.
Yeah, you got 2 outs.
Yeah, don't even worry about that person right there. The runner at first right now is completely inconsequential at this point.
Waterman stands in here for Killingly is maybe their last hope.
Yeah, just
a ball high and inside.
Just pitch to contact.
Waterman's 0 for 3. Grounded to third, flew out to center.
Defense has been pretty solid today.
And was out on a fielder's choice in his last at bat. Smith sets. Delivers. Strike 1.
There you go. Just rear back and fire via Al Raboski.
Smith sets.
Somebody got that reference.
Delivers up and in for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. You said that last game. And I said, yeah, the Mad Hungarian.
Mad Hungarian.
And then we had a debate about who he played for, and you were right.
Of course. I got 1 right out of 10.
That's up and in as well. 3 balls and 1 strike. So what you don't want to do in this situation is you definitely don't want to give him free passes here.
No. Throw him an ephus, man. Just get it over the plate.
Because the guy in the hole, double deck, as they call it, the guy in the hole is the tying run.
Throw an ephus pitch right here. Float it in.
Checks the runner. Delivers.
Nice.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Now Killingly's down to their final hack.
Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first. Waterman at the plate. Killingly is down by 4, 7-3.
Got him.
Swing and a miss. And that'll end the game. And Griswold sweeps Killingly in 2023 with a 7-3 win.
All right, Kevin, we're going to try to get a couple of the coaches up here and talk to them and see what they were thinking during the ball game and see if we can get some insight. So you have been watching and still watching ECC Baseball right here on SNSN. We'll be back with more right here on SNSN.
Life is full of choices. At Jewett City Savings Bank, we can make one choice easy, finding the right checking account. We offer a range of affordable accounts to fit your budget and needs, and each gives you the freedom to access your money the way you want, online, through our mobile app, or with your debit card. It's your money and your choice. To learn more about the account that's right for you, stop by one of our offices or visit us at jcsbank.com. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Go-to barbershop in Jewett City is Sharp Image on Main Street, located in the same location as the iconic Aramoni's Bakery.
It's not a bakery anymore.
Ruben and his staff will style you to perfection every time. Sharp Image is always running specials, plus some exclusive deals with some of the future barbers that Ruben is training today. Yeah, he trains them. Find Sharp Image on Facebook or call 860-591-1177. Sharp Image Barbershop in the former Aramoni's Bakery.
It's not a bakery anymore.
A proud sponsor of Griswold High School Sports.
No go. All right. Both the coaches are out with their teams right now, so I don't think we're going to get a chance to talk to either one of the coaches, Kevin. So what do you got for a recap there?
All right. Well, it was the second inning this time instead of the first, right?
Yeah.
So Griswold puts his 5 spot on the board in the second inning, and Monzi struggled mightily in that inning. Again, 3 hits batsman, a walk, 2 hits, and that's when Griswold kind of put it away, and then Mitchell just shut him down most of the way. He only gave up 2 earned runs, struck out 5, and a good performance for him today. And then Smith comes in and shuts it down.
Leave it out there for right now.
In the top of the 7th. And Griswold takes home a win 7-3, which will improve their overall record to 9-8. And then 3-3 in the ECC Division 3, and for Killingly, that drops them to 7-10 and 3-4 in the ECC Division 3. As we were talking about in that top of the 7th inning, Griswold's next opponent, they'll be away at Montville on Tuesday, and then they have Stonington on Thursday at home, and Old Saybrook next Saturday at home as well.
Let me see if we can. They're done down in the huddle down there. So we're going to see if we can get Coach Kane in. You want to talk to him?
You can talk to him.
Oh, come on.
You've been doing it all year,
All right.
Mike. I'm a interloper.
Interloper. Pentagonal. What are these words with you today? So I'm pretty pumped up about doing the lacrosse game on Tuesday. I think that'll be fun. It'll be different. And it'll definitely be worth it. So, so it looks like Coach Kane is going to be making his way up here. So we'll talk to him for a couple of minutes.
So I'll take my headset off and give it to him.
Yeah,
and Mike can do the interview.
Just going to talk to him for a couple of minutes,
and then we'll come back and wrap it up and
Drew,
let everybody go about their day.
Can you get Mitchell? All right, so.
How's it going? Kevin Thompson. Nice to meet you.
So
I'm going to give you the headset so he can interview you.
Okay, cool.
We want to hear what you have to say.
Oh, okay, imagine that. So I feel like this is definitely a Yankee press game conference. Let's see if I can be Aaron Boone here.
Oh, Jesus. How you doing, Coach?
I'm feeling good.
Look at that.
I'm feeling good.
When your captain's coming over here and knocking you around, he's happy. Drew Harden is happy.
Drew had a big game, as always.
Got plunked.
You know, it starts with him first, behind the plate. It's such an improvement from last year.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he moves. He calls a great game. I'm usually a control freak when it comes to calling pitches. I let him do it now. I think he's learning, and he's definitely maturing.
Yeah,
very proud of Drew.
So one of the things that we were talking about during the game is that it seems like your 1-2 pitching, whether it's Colin Mitchell and Sean Garvin, they seem to really start to be peaking right now, right in towards the ECC tournament. I mean, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, no, that's huge. And what we've been talking about is pitch count, and we've been working on that a lot. And that's kind of the goal. You know, it's not even when we give him the baseball. Our goal is, hey, keep the pitch count down. With Shawnee the other day, he was at like 66 through 5. That's really what we're trying to do, have them work effectively. And the guys are really taking it serious. You know, let's talk about Colin. You know, there's a kid last year, wasn't too sure if he wanted the baseball when he was on the mound. You know, the vibe he gives off now is give me the baseball and don't take it from me. I'm very proud of how hard he concentrates when he's out there, and he actually thinks about what he's doing. Coming off the mound, him and Drew talking, communicating well. Very impressed.
So was it a pitch count issue today as far as taking him out of the game with one out in the top of the top of the seventh inning.
Yeah, he met his max. It's unfortunate. That's why, listen, when we drop a ball or we turn the wrong way in the outfield or we, spike a ball here on a strike three, those eat up pitches, unfortunately. So we thought he was going to get a complete game, but unfortunately he was at the max, so we had to pull him.
That's what we were talking about that, and we were wondering if that was the issue, because we're thinking, well, what's he taking him out for? Because it's like, and that was the only reason, and that I could think of.
So you get 110, and you can go over the 110 if you finish with that batter. So he finished on 111 because it was the actual batter. He's allowed to finish that one guy. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but listen, I'm so proud of these guys. We work really hard in practice. We had a rough start to the year where we were just allowing teams to beat us as opposed to them beating us. We're allowing six errors in a game, and it's hard to recover from that. So when we take care of the baseball, it can't help but have some success.
Yeah, I tell you, it's been a joy to watch you guys. Compared to last year, because last year the hitting was rough. Last year there wasn't too much. This year you guys are getting timely hits. You guys seems like the at bats are a lot better, taking more pitches, getting plunked a few times here and there.
Yeah.
But
the squeezes, the bunts.
That's one thing we were talking about, how you take chances.
Yeah.
It's like, even like bringing was it Logan Smith all the way over to third.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah. You have to, because at this level, in my opinion, you have to make the defense beat you. So we try to put the pressure on them versus us. So I always want those guys. Last year, we were trying to send that message where, hey, most of the guys, they run the first and they round the bag at second. And they really weren't looking for that extra base, even though we were practicing it. They just didn't trust it. This year, they're trusting it, maybe a little too much. A couple times we got caught over here, and that's only because our runner froze. They're still looking back. Hopkins took a big turn, and there was nobody covering third. Had he just went immediately, he stopped, he paused, he looked, and then he got in trouble. So we want them to trust us. And I'm not afraid for them to make, outs. People say, oh, well, you're running onto the inning. Well, I want my guys thinking. And if they're seeing a guy not covering the back, go for it. If you're out, you're out. Like even here with Logan, the swing and miss on Drew. I know he had a tough pitch he swung at, right? In the dirt. Chances are they're going to throw it down the line and get Drew easy. But if I can get him down that line enough thinking about the run, and listen, I guess they tagged him. The umpire said he tagged him. So that's a chance we have to take, because we got a slow guy running to first base.
Yeah.
So we're always willing to take chances.
So you've got Montville coming up on Tuesday.
Yep. And then we got Montville, and then we have Stonington, and then the game on Saturday, which is our senior night, is going to be on Friday. It's probably going to move that Friday.
All right.
So, but yeah, so we're looking forward to closing out the year strong and positioning ourselves. But we're feeling good right now.
And then the ECCs.
Yeah, I'm excited. Really excited. It's a big it's a big accomplishment for me personally, only because I believe in these guys so much, and I know we can do it. They're kids at the end of the day. I just want them to compete. That's all they're doing, and that's what they're right now. They're doing is they're gelling well together and they're competing. That's all I can ask for.
Next time, make sure I go to Dairy Queen with you guys.
Yeah, we tried to treat them a little bit.
That was good. All right, Coach. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you. What you do.
We got. I guess we've got Colin coming in. Colin Mitchell. What's up, Colin? How are you? Let's get the headphone on you. So, I'm gonna ask you. Yeah. Here, let's put this right in front of you. There you go.
Hey,
how you doing?
I'm good.
So, 6 1/3.
Yeah.
We were up here going, why is he pulling him? We found out it was a pitch count.
Yep, it sucks, really.
Here, let's put this on your ear, actually. There you go. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, I got you.
So, 6 1/3, strong innings. One thing I was talking to Coach Kane about is that you've seemed to have firmly grasped that number one spot, as far as the ace of this team. And I remember last year, you were having a hard time finding the plate and everything. And this year, I mean, what did you do between last year and this year? Because you are so different. Are you just pitching to contact more? Or?
Honestly, I just worked a lot on it in the off season. I did like a conditioning sort of practice with my coach from AAU, and I think that really strengthened me for the off season.
Yeah.
So got some more velo on there.
So you got, of course, Sean Garvin backing you up, as well as the other main starter. Now you guys have given up 4 runs in 14 innings. That's pretty solid pitching.
Solid.
And do you think people would expect that from Griswold?
Last year going 7-13, not playing very well.
Yeah.
Coming in here, not really, no. But
so you're turning some heads.
Yeah.
You're definitely turning some heads. So you got Montville. I'm assuming Sean's going to start that game. Are you taking off? Oh, all right.
Yeah, I'd assume so.
Okay. So what? Give us a little, if you can give us a preview on Montville.
We're going in there away. Win that game.
Tuesday,
We'll be 10-8 if we win that game. Just coming in ready to fire.
That's all you can.
Bring the
That's all you
bats.
can hope for. So good pitching performance today. We're looking for more. You got the ECCs coming up. You guys have qualified for that. Obviously, you'll be in the CIAC, so still a lot of baseball going on, for you guys. So good job, and we'll see you at a restaurant.
Thank
somewhere.
you.
Take it easy. I think we got Corey. There he is. Come on in, Corey. The stopper. Let's put that on you. Corey Smith, the center fielder / pitcher / wherever. How you doing?
Doing pretty great. Finally got our winning streak going on.
Yeah.
We've been playing good baseball this year. Put a whole lot of trust in my team. Doing a job every single time to go out there, play with motivation. It's just been a good season overall.
Yeah, last year, I do a lot of comparison over last year and this year just because you guys are so different. A lot of the same players, but just very, very different in your abilities. Like one of the things that I've noticed about you in center field is that you've kind of become like the outfield general. You're pretty much calling everything, that's out there, and you're doing a hell of a job. And you've got a lot of range out there in center field. One thing that I'm not used to seeing you is on the mound.
Yeah.
So I know you've started 2, or
I started 2. Yeah.
2, right? And you came in relief today. So how do you are you comfortable on the mound? I mean,
once I started getting my first pitching appearance against Westbrook, that really boosted up my confidence in coming out and pitching a good game.
Mm-hmm.
Try to lay it all out for the team. Do the best I can any possible way.
Well, you're definitely giving the team option, especially a pitcher from the left-hand side, and giving him some depth. So, and you get the ball over the plate. Did you think that you were going to come in today we saw you warming up with Lucas Strain over on the side, but did you think that you were going to actually make an appearance in the game because Colin was pitching pretty well?
I wasn't sure all too much because Colin was pitching a great game. He does that every single time, and I expect him to pitch a complete game every single time, but I always came prepared to pitch whenever I need to.
Right.
He pitched a great game. Just didn't have enough pitches.
That's what Coach Kane was saying, that he just ran out of pitches today.
That doesn't take away what he did on the mound. It was great.
No, you came and picked him up, though, pitched 2/3 and shut the door. So we're waiting to see what's going on against Montville on Tuesday. And then there's one more game, which will be senior night. Well, 2 more games overall, but the next one is away. 3? You have 3?
3 more games.
Okay. What do I know? And then, of course, you got, actually a lot more than that, because then you have the ECCs, and you definitely have qualified for states.
Yes.
So good job. So, Corey,
all right,
thanks for coming up. I appreciate you, everything you do, and great game, man.
Thank you.
Good job. All right, Corey Smith, center fielder and pitcher for the Griswold Wolverines, and good game, man.
Well, it's kind of been an interesting season, Mike, as you look at their schedule. It's been a little bit streaky.
Yeah.
We win a couple, lose a couple, win a couple, lose a couple. Well, it'd be nice if they could build this momentum through the rest of the schedule. So we'll see if that can happen. But today, again, it was a situation of where the Killingly pitcher struggled. Same guy that pitched against them up at Owen Bell in Killingly had a rough first inning. This time it was a rough second inning. Gave up 6 in the first. Last time, 5 in the second. This time, he just had control issues. And that's pretty much what put the game away for the Wolverines today. Mitchell pitched great. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Great game for him. So they're on to Tuesday. When's their next game on air?
I'm assuming it's next Saturday, actually.
Okay. So I think we think they're back on air on SNSN next Saturday against Stonington.
I'll announce it. I'll put it out there and everything just to make
sure. But the next broadcast
Tuesday
for SNN is a first timer, an inaugural Using another big word, Mike.
Inaugural
event.
My God. I mean, that's 3 big words in one day, Kevin.
Inaugural event for ladies lacrosse.
Yeah.
And I said ladies because it's alliterative. People don't freak out. Ladies lacrosse on Tuesday.
What are your pronouns?
So this is going to be an interesting concept. Hopefully, as we've been saying, people will come out not only to the game, but maybe we'll get some people that want to actually get on air and broadcast it. So that'll do it for us here. Griswold takes a win, 7-3 at home against Killingly for their 9th win in the season. And you've been listening to SNSN